Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the Tractorfella channel, where we know nothing about tractors. On today's episode, we're going to dig this beauty out of here, and we're going to see if we can get it back into tip-top running condition, and maybe give it a little TLC, maybe a nice bath with some bubbles. Okay, that got weird. Let's get to work. But first, let's find this a nice resting spot in the out of doors. Road signs. More than one great use. Well, that worked out pretty well. Alright. I don't really want my cart back here, so I'll just get you off of here. Alright. Survived. Barely. Now we're in good shape. And now we tuck it in for a nap. All right. Fetch it up. Put our trash back. Perfect. Now, why am I still holding on to it? Well, the owner really wants to ride it, so a little bit of hope there that's being held on to see if we can find an engine for it. We'll see. Rebuild kits, engines, they're not cheap. Okay, let's go get some wind put into those tires and move that tractor on up here. Okay, tire number one. Oh, this one already has a tube. That's not a good sign. We've got a bunch of flats up here. Oh man. Both fronts and the right rear. Oh, let me guess, valve stem on the inside? Why do they do that? It's because it looks more attractive? All fun and games until you get bit by a spider. I think we're off the beat here. Oh yeah, we're off the beat a lot. Come on, you can do it. Ouch, gravel, holy ants, holy ants. Oh, where'd they come from? Yikes. Oh, and a centipede. Wow, we got the, ow, ah, oh, they're fire ants. Son of a oh, that's really great, really great. They must have had a house of some sort underneath where that wheel was sitting, and now they're very upset. And I'm gonna move you before they start crawling up your legs. And there you go. It's an ant party. Try again. I got some more height, and I have a better squisher for the backside. This is turning out to be quite an adventure. Yes! Aha, I got you. Okay, rear tire. Wow. They attack quickly, if I do say so myself. Let me guess, another valve stem on the inside. I really don't want to reach in there at all. Okay, you're gonna help me look. Am I gonna survive? Am I gonna survive? Where's the stem? Great, it's right in the back. Okay, let's see if we can roll this baby forward a little bit. I'm just glad it's 800 degrees inside this frickin' tent. Oh, that worked, actually. Now, let's see all the ants pour out from under the tire, like they did on the other side. The things we do for the machines we love. There we go. Should be adequate. This one still has wind in it on the left. We're gonna call that good. Little meatball bit me in the side of the foot. Man, I guess it is my fault for interrupting their home. Although they built their home in my home. So hopefully this has a transmission disengage, or maybe it doesn't at all. We just put it in neutral and oh, it has a neutral position. Ooh, it's a shifter. Oh wait, neutral. There we go. Oh, that's reverse. Okay, we'll figure it out later. Okay. Oh, how nice is that? Time to push. Hey. Pretty exciting, huh? I think I left my glasses out in the shed. You know, if I had a nickel for every time I got warm and I took my glasses off to wipe the sweat off my forehead and I just put them in a random spot and then lost them for a few minutes, I'd probably be retired by now. I mean, what was I thinking? Let's just take off your glasses and go ahead and throw them in a random spot? I mean, oh boy. You think I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on, Titan? You like my glasses? Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. Well, what do you know? It's cloudy outside, but it's still 87 degrees, and humidity's probably 100%. All right, folks, I'm out of time for today. Let's see how many of these hold air overnight, shall we? See you in the morning, or tomorrow, whatever. There is such a thing called happiness in the situation of owning a pool. This is a US Extreme Power, and it sucks the bottom of your pool. Works very well. It's making its way around the pool. The ratings are not as great as they should be, and mostly because a lot of people had trouble putting it together, but if you kind of just follow your instincts, it should only take you about 10 minutes. Or I should say it only took me about 10 minutes. I should make a video and send it to Extreme Power US, and maybe they'll put it on their website, and then their ratings will go up, and then they'll sponsor me. Probably not. Welcome back, folks. It's a new and beautiful day. Actually, we are 2 days later, and most of the tires seem to have a good amount of air still left in them. That one's getting a little bit squishy. Thanks, Titan. Appreciate the stick. Off you go. This one definitely lost the most. Well, that sounds healthy. No bearing issues there. This one, where I got attacked by ants, seems to be just fine. Okay, let's do our quick overview here. Seat, it's present. Seat switch. Oh, wow. May still actually be functioning. Oh, ooh. While we're here, Wheel Horse Products Incorporated, P.O. Box 2649, South Bend, Indiana 46680. ID number, blah blah blah. Made in the USA with a blank 2C, perhaps? Is that a 2C? I can't see. Can you see? I can't see. Very cool. Danger. Don't lose a phalange. Best practices before each use and every 25 hours. Feel free to pause and read that if you really want to. Throttle, including mud dauber nest, pretty standard. Choke at the top, although there is no detent for the choke. So I guess you choke it and then find the happy place. Lights. PTO, on, and on again. I love how old lawn tractors have voltmeters. Makes me happy. Ignition switch, and I do have the key. Parking brake to engage. Push your brake pedal and pull lever into notch. Does it work? Indeed, we have a parking brake. Also known as a clutch brake pedal. So, this is also our clutch to actuate our sweet gear selector. First, oh wow, the detents in this thing are really nice engagement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, neutral, and push down and go over for reverse. Very cool. There's your cutter height right there. Adjust as desired. These rubber clips are actually still intact. Let's see what's under the hood. Well, there's an engine. That's a good thing. Does this open any farther? Nope. That answers that. We can disconnect if we had to, I guess. And we have 11 horsepower, synchro balanced, industrial commercial, cast iron bore, Briggs & Stratton. Very nice. Very nice. Regular air cleaner care. Remove it, clean it, put it back. Or replace if you have to. Very cool. Battery. 6 of 2020. There might be a chance this thing will hold an electron or two, but don't touch it unless you wear protection. I'm funny. All right, let's, we'll put the dinosaur charger on that. That'll be our best bet of bringing any life back into it. Hydrocarbon tank, 100% bone dry. Oh no, we got a fuel shut off on the other side. So I had this running like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, this is just like the frickin' Toro. I bet that leaks, and I bet that's why this is bone dry. That's gonna be super annoying. So I guess we'll have to address it when we get to that point. Let's get this old beast all set up and ready to go. Cold side and the hot side. There's no way this thing's fully charged. Let's wiggle a connection or two and see if we get any more life out of this thing. Disconnect. Reconnect. Is this thing really still holding a charge? Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave it on there for a while and see what happens. It's either that or it was discharged and it completely froze over winter and is now internally destroyed. And it's also an extremely good possibility. Go ahead and check the Earl while we're here, since it's violently leaking. Is this a touch to case or is this a thread back in? The hood has worn the word oil pretty much completely off of this. We'll do a touch to case. Yep, nothing. Nada. Nay. 9. Alright, well we know we need some Earl, so we'll address that in a little bit. Let's check the air filter here in the meantime. Why is this one a flat screwdriver and the other one is a Phillips? Looks like a 10mm. If I had to guess, somebody lost this one. It's very possible it was me. And replaced it with whatever they had laying around. So a friend gave me this. His dad gave it to him and then he said he ran into some trouble with it. Yeah, I think I did replace it because this has been cut. I think from what I remember, I don't believe there was anything here. And so I found what worked and replaced it with that. So desperate times call for desperate measures. Anyway, a buddy of mine owned this before I did, and this is soaked. Like super soaked. Is that oil? It is oil. This thing probably can't breathe at all. Like, I guarantee it can't breathe at all. This filter element is just drenched. That is interesting. Huh. Let's take this out. Let's take this entire air filter housing out and see if maybe there's a PCV line that is shooting oil into here or something. Oh, no. Why? Oh, for goodness sake. Is that an adjustment? Well, it looks like it has knurled edges, so I'm guessing it is some type of a carburetor adjustment. Okay, let's pop that off. We have 5/16 for the win. Do we have a winner? We have a winner. Okay, so looks like we have sort of a forced air / carburetor heat up setup. That's definitely not a forced air setup. That's just that's essentially like a crossover tube to warm up your intake air charge. If I had to guess, that's for some type of emissions. But yeah, man, look at that. Drenched in oil. I'm gonna have to order a new air filter, I think. This I'm gonna lose immediately. So long story, honestly. Anyway, there is a PCV connection. That's our hose right there. But yeah, it feeds directly into the carburetor. It doesn't feed into the air filter area. So maybe I spilled something at one point, or spilled oil on the air filter. I don't know, but it needs to be replaced. Something I just realized is that my friend included the original owner's manual for this tractor. Wheel horse. We're easy to do business with. One thing that's not easy is to understand this air filter design, because, okay, yeah, you're filtering the incoming air here. So when the air comes in, it's going from the inside of the filter out and then into the throat of the carburetor, which is completely backwards for any other air filter I've ever encountered. That's why they say inspect the inside for dirt, because the inside is what's collecting the dirt. Weird. Second, this entire chamber has to be sealed so that the air doesn't leak past the cover, because if the air leaks past the cover, it's going to go directly down into the throat. So does this have a seal on the top? If it did, it's trash now. And it's gone. What a horrendous idea. Sorry, I mean, that's just my opinion. There's just multiple ways in which you can get dirty air into the throat, and then, yeah, whatever. I'm just talking to talk now. Where'd that screw go? Probably right down the throat of that mix tank. Seriously, did it really? Because if it did, I need to go buy a lottery ticket. It was stuck somewhere over here. I apologize. The entire reason I got this out was to check and see if we can find a parts catalog in here. Oh, well, hello. Bringing back the 80s. Mower blade nuts. All right, that's good. We have all kinds of nuts. Holy cow, look at this inspection sticker. Maintenance chart, very cool. Lubricate. Limited warranty, 90 days. Yep, pretty standard. Noise rating, 99 decibels. Wow. Operator's manual. Serial number included on the operator's manual. Pretty cool. Again, noise rating, it's loud. Tecumseh? Thought this was Briggs. I'll have to look into that a little more. I'm not going to show you any information. Oh, it's an estimate. That's what I wanted to see. 7/31/1992. Okay. So she's an oldie, but not that oldie. Oh, more stuff. Normal wear. Oh, warranty information. Mower deck information. There we go. Maybe we can use this. Engine model number 253707. Briggs. Oh, that's not right. Briggs. 253707. 11 horsepower air filter. Boop. No. There it is. Love Jack small engines. They are fantastic. Yes, I am a human. Thank you. Oh, look, we're right to air filter assembly. Interesting. That is also not correct. I cannot use the large number 445 there. That doesn't work. Oh, geez. This is not right either. Why does my phone feel like it's catching on fire? Good Lord. It's been super hot lately. Okay, so maybe this is the correct one, because we have the metal plate that goes on top, numbers 874. It doesn't look to scale. But if you look at this, you can see the little area here where the filter sits. All right, let's look that up. 393725. Briggs 393725. Yeah, that one looks a little better than this Stens paper for B&S. Do I really want to spend $20 on an air filter? Yeah, sorry. I'm not going to spend 20 bucks on the air filter. We're doing $11.99. So I found the key. Let's see if we get any battery voltage. Oh, charging up there. Let's turn on the brake and see if it cranks. I mean, the starter turns. That's a bonus. I'm guessing that we just need some more juice. Let's do this. Boop. Disconnect you. And let's see what we have now. Yeah. All right, let's let the battery charger do its work. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time today. If any of you are horse people, you know that ponies are really great. When your electric goes down on the fence, they sometimes decide to test it, and then they push their way through the fence. And they stop respecting the fence, and then you run into issues, like one that gets super fat. Long story short, I need to go repair the electric fence and get it back to working order again, because otherwise this fat pony is going to keep going out there and keep getting fatter. I will bring you along. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't care about fixing an electric fence. But if you stay along for the ride, who knows? Maybe I'll get zapped on accident. I do have a story about that. It's a good one, but it's kind of bad. All right, see you in a sec. First, we need a tow pig. The John Deere currently has a ball hitch on it. Don't ask me why. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Fuel shut off. Hopefully I actually shut it off. I did. What a good boy. And there is fuel in there as a result of using the fuel shut off. Best day ever. Choke McGee. Ignition. And submission. Wire crimpers, wire crimpies, cutters, a couple sets of pliers, small engine toolbox, small engine, consumable, pay homage to the original Crocs. Oh. Some 89, mighty fine. Gulu is a must. 1, because my phone is dying. 2, because I don't know what it is about this tractor, but it has what's called a... Look at that dauber nest. Stacking dauber dimes. Nice. And there's no holes in it too, so there's something still growing in there. We'll have to stop by the chickens and give them a snack. But there's a shutdown relay. When you turn the tractor off... Oh, it's a stator brake. That's what it is. It's called a stator brake relay. So what it does is it basically turns your stator, your charging system, into an electric brake. So this relay kicks on when you turn the key off, and as the engine is coasting down, it energizes the stator, slows the engine down faster. The problem is when it's running, the stator brake relay actually does the opposite. And I can't remember why, but I figured out at some point that that was the problem. And it essentially discharges your battery quicker. It's extremely frustrating. And I've replaced the stator brake relay 2 or 3 times and it just keeps failing. So I don't know. She's a 1992-ish, same year as this, ironically. Although this looks considerably older. I don't know. I'm just talking again. I need to stop that. I don't normally talk very much. Where am I? Okay, got a few more tools. Let's go do some work. Spelled W-E-R-K. Apparently, our hay people are coming out to do hay tomorrow. Yay. I love doing hay. It's a mushroom ring. See that? I think they call that a moon ring, but I'm not 100% sure. But basically, you get a big old pile of mushrooms in a circle, and it makes the grass grow. In that particular area. I've seen it before. My dad taught me about it when I was a little boy. But yeah, I think they call that a moon ring. Side note, I would eat those, but I read up on them and they are referred to as semi-poisonous. So that was enough for me to say no. Here we are. Broken wire. And the other end is over here. Not 100% sure. Oh, got some breeze. Oh man, that feels great. What a beautiful evening. This broke, if I had to guess, a deer probably came through. And I can always tell when a deer hits the fence because the top is bent back. And a bunch of the insulators are ripped off the top. Hopefully this will be a quick and easy Bob's your uncle. Because typically, oh no, not at all. Why is that so stuck down there? All right, we're gonna have to take a trip down to the other end. I'm gonna drop my coupler. Dang. Aha. Like a needle in a haystack. All right, and I'm gonna have to jump this again. Gosh dang it, this is gonna get old. Jolly Green Giant, thank you for your service. I'm sorry you're a little slow today. I need something quicker, and I just had to push you into here. So let's go explore our other option. Yes, we're talking about a child's four-wheeler. It has battery, it has speed, and yeah, we might flop around a little bit. Let's see how it goes. And go. That went significantly better than I thought it would. Thing pulled the trailer like a champ. How do I only have 13 minutes of recording time left? Seriously? So, my wife is extraordinarily knocked up, right? She's probably 8 months, maybe 9 months pregnant. So we go out there, and it's horse feeding time. And she says, "You turned the fence off, right?" And I thought to myself, yeah, I did. I did turn the fence off. Well, short answer, no, I did not. And do you want to know what a pregnant woman sounds like when her belly touches a hot fence right at the fence's source? I'll give you a hint. It hurt my ears, and I knew at that moment that my life was going to be shortened. You guessed it, I didn't turn it off. For some reason I thought I had. She walked up to go unplug it. Her belly touched the fence, and the rest was history. She got a shock to the gut. She said she felt a twitch on the inside. Oh man, I felt so bad. So bad. Well, I couldn't imagine carrying a child, first of all, and I couldn't imagine feeling it twitch. I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm laughing. We laugh about it now, of course. So, needless to say, whenever she asks me if the fence is off, I go and I double check that beast. Somebody needs to invent an automatic fence crimper. I guess that'll be on my to-do list. Can you even see what I'm doing? I haven't even checked. All right, splice number 1. This is pretty ugly, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it back here so that we can kind of get some wire that's not so mutilated. And it's gone. We'll go ahead and thread this through, just like we did the other side. Let this relax, unfortunately. Whoop! Oh, yeah, that's gone. Doing pretty well in this episode of Nobody Knows What They're Doing with our pliers. We're gonna play tug of war. Hand it over. And we should be good to go. Alright. We'll do our final crimp. Alright. Fence repair is complete. Beautiful. Unanimous. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. And we're back for a new and grandiose day. I took the dinosaur charger off earlier. It had been on there for about a day, so it should be ready to go. Let's see if we can get some crankage. Just kidding. Let's add some oil first. Better. Closer. Warmer. That's it. Place your bets. Will it crank? Did you see that? Looked like a little bit of nesting material started shooting out of there. So, let's pop the shroud off and get all the debris out of there. Good news though, the battery seems to be healthy. We have crankage. Step 1, we're going to remove that cable so we can actually rock the hood all the way forward. There we go. Okay, let's get the rest of the cover bolts off. Why is there a Torx bit here? What a beautiful day. Coarse thread? Alright. They put a plumber's strap on here to try to keep the dipstick in position, because I think that's what my friend said was leaking, is the dipstick. So I have a big pile of O-rings. Hopefully we can get it to quit. Keep my organization, and oh, well, that's not bad. No, it's not bad at all. I mean, it's caked in stuff. Good news, we have electronic ignition. No points for this beast. This thing stinks. Yeah, I think we could still benefit from cleaning this up a little bit. My goodness. Okay, sprayed some simple garlic onto there because I don't have any good degreaser on me. Honda is hooked up to the Kinkmaster 5000, which I'm not even joking. This is the kinkiest hose I've ever... Anyway, so let's go ahead and clean this up, shall we? I don't get it. This power washer's been doing this on occasion, but it's just on occasion. I'll purge the hose for 5 minutes, just let it run and waste water. And then I plug it in and let it purge through the high pressure line for another few minutes. And then I'll start using it, and all these air bubbles start appearing and stalling the pump. So I don't know what the heck's going on. I just don't get it. Had to go say hi to my hay lady. She just stopped in. She's coming to toss the hay, help it dry. And I mentioned it before, but she and her husband are in their mid-70s. And they're cutting and baling our hay for us. It's pretty cool. Anyway, back on it. We are looking good. Man, I might even be as completely ridiculous as to put some wax on this. Stay tuned to find out if the meatball that hosts this show will wax his lawn tractor. And there she is, making some nice windrows in that sweet old Massey. There she goes, just chugging along. Well. Look what, that was really dumb. Look what has arrived in the mail. The only thing that I'm not too keen about is it's too round. The height is good. Let's clean this up and see if it'll fit. That does have a Briggs icon on it. This is a Stens. I opened it and did a whole cute thing, but the stupid camera wasn't on. Stens, genuine replacement parts. Close, but it needs to be more oval. It didn't take its Ovaltine today. I know. Yeah, I think it'll work. It's sealing against the bottom. But how's it going to seal against the top? So I'm trying to wash the Yukon, right? And guess who keeps putting sticks in the soap bucket? Thanks, buddy. Super helpful. Welcome back, folks. It's a new and beautiful day. Out of breath. So, it's about time to hay. Got a mixture of round bales and some square bales. And I'm feeling old this year. I'm tired of hoisting this thing up to the second floor because one, I have to rely on the small amount of muscle that I have, and two, I don't really want to fall out that door. So, I made a little contraption here. I took this winch that used to belong to my father-in-law, and I put it on this big, what was this, 6x6, something in there, and hopefully this will help us out. All right, let's try. Cross your fingers. Pretty exciting, huh? Chair has seen better days. New method established. This is the most gorgeous day of haying I've ever had. It's like 70 degrees right on the dot. Nice wind, clouds in the sky. Oh, I love it. This is my favorite part, is stacking the bales in the wagon. Switching gears, engage the PTO, and I should probably get up now. Okay, bye. So I'm up here, pardon the fan noise. So I'm up here trying to move a bunch of hay bales over to here so that I can continue stacking. I keep finding eggs. Silly birds. Welcome back, folks. It's a new and extra moist day today. Hey, guess what decided to quit on me? Yeah, again. This time it does have compression and it has officially lost spark. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's grumpy. Plus, it probably doesn't want somebody who's 210 pounds riding it. So I went on this huge rant about this air filter. I totally forgot about this piece. This is what seals your air filter to the air filter housing. So this will help keep it in shape so that you can't get any unfiltered air down into the hydrocarbon distribution center. But what I still don't like is that this lid has to seal to this lid, or else you get dust and dirt that could potentially get sucked in here. So I don't know if this had some type of a seal on it before, but whatever it was, it is gone. One issue I do remember is that this fuel tank leaks. So let's take the tank off and see if we can make it seal up again. Oh, and it's gone. And that one's gone. Okie dokie. Is that it? That is it. Except our fuel line is a bit on the old side. Holy cow. Yeah, that's kind of like cement. I mean, it probably still holds fuel, but it's a bit on the crispy side. So the leak that I was having was down here at this, and I remember not being able to figure out how the heck I was going to seal it. Let's see if we can take it out without destroying the tank. It doesn't thread in there, does it? Oh my gosh. It's seriously like working with plastic. There is already a cut in this. I still can't get it off from here. Oh my dear. Thank you. Jiminy. Now, how do we get this stinking thing out of here? Looks like I tried to put an O-ring in there to help seal it up. This is not ideal. Gosh dang. Well, that was fun. Lord. Yeah, this thing's just turned to plastic. How the heck do we make that work? Definitely don't have any grommets lying around. I'm gonna have to think about this one for a minute. So I have something goofy I'd like to try, and it starts with this. This happens to be a very nice fit for this. I thought of just dropping it in the tank, pulling it through, and then hooking the fuel line onto here, which could potentially work. I have another one of these if my idea fails, but I'd like to cut this right here and see if we could maybe, I doubt this will want to go through there very easily, but maybe we can figure out a way to hollow it out. I don't know, why not? I don't have any grommets. I like to consider this type of stuff zombie apocalypse. You know, all the stores are shut down, your resources are gone. How do you make your lawnmower work? Because these are critical things you need to do when the zombies are trying to eat your face. I'm bringing over my red stool for this one. I've never seen the inside of a valve stem. I'm sure it's just as thrilling as the outside of the valve stem. The question is, can we separate this from the metal insert? These things are made pretty robust. They have to be made robust. They go inside a wheel. Oh, dude, and dudettes. Sweet. And it opened up the hole to a larger size. That's still way too small. Cool. Unless we lost too much of the rubber there by breaking it off. Where'd the other part go? There it is. Oh, yeah, look. There's my cut, and there's what there's what's separated. Maybe I have another fitting that'll work lying around somewhere. The question is, will this be good enough? Let's cut this off and see if there's any possible way this will go inside of that. This knife is about as sharp as I am. Actually, that wasn't bad. It stabbed the workbench pretty good. Yeah, that's way too big. I've been fiddling with this, trying to find the right combination of stuff and things and such, and it's just not happening. So, yeah. I don't have anything that'll fit. So, what we're going to do, rather than continue to waste time, is I'm going to attempt to drill out the middle of that. I've never really drilled into rubber before. I don't know if it's just going to mutilate it, which would be my guess, or if maybe we'll actually open it up successfully and be able to fit this thing in here. That helped. That actually did open it up a bit. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I guess now, is it going to come out? Heck no, it's not coming out. That baby is in there. Is it going to hold gas? That's the big question. Cross those fingers. Hey, look. You can use them for multiple fuel purposes. Should be good. Oh, I'm not actually, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say a single word. Well, it's been about 10 minutes, and I don't see any signs of fuel yet. Is that nut sweating? It is sweating. Look at the moisture. That's leaking fuel. The stinking valve is leaking fuel. Just like the one on the Toro snowblower. Unbelievable. What a pain in the butt. These things are garbage. I'm pretty sure Wheel Horse is Toro, which would make sense as to why they use the same exact defective. Alright, I'm done ranting. We're going to move on. I'm going to tighten this packing nut and see if that helps. I'm sure that will do absolutely nothing. Nope. Look at the moisture line going across the surface of the nut. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I did a bunch of dumb things with the Toro. Let's try all the dumb things with this one too. Yeah, you can see where it's partially... Boy, that's hard to see. You can kind of see where it's partially hitting and partially not. Imagine if we get all the goo off of it, that might help. I hope. Wishful thinking. Just a little bit. Oh. Just a little bit. Little bit more. I know. I need to quit my day job and start singing. Get out the Q-tips. Oh yeah, that's pretty gross. Let's get some type of cleaner. I mean, gasoline by all rights is a very good cleaner. Let's try a little carbon choke cleaner. Oh! Yeah, pretty bad. Let's see here. We'll do the musty one trick, or, well, at least that's where I first saw it anyway. Try something that won't evaporate so quickly. Little water displacement, 40th edition. Alright, the odds of that making it work are extraordinarily slim, but we're going to try anyway. Okay, spray it off, let it evaporate, and, well, there's no way. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. Maybe if I keep watching it, it won't leak, which means I need to move a bed into the garage and learn to sleep with my eyes open. I think that's probably the best plan going forward. Okay, well, I'm not going to say anything except it's currently dry. And by now it would have already accumulated the walking fuel up the nut. Okay, time to reinstall. Go ahead and cut ourselves a nice new piece of plastic to go on this fuel tank. I know, if you need to oil your fuel lines to install them, it's probably time to replace them. At least it's not coming off, that's for sure. Oh man. And we're back a few hours later. Oh my goodness, it's still dry. Do you know what this means? It means we need to open this and allow the fuel bowl to fill up and see if we get any life. I see fuel. Hello, fuel. It is nice to see you. Yes. Now the question is, are we going to fill up the cylinder with fuel? Is this a flathead? It is a flathead. Distractions. Okay, so where does the choke actually kick in? It doesn't. I have a feeling I'm missing some stuff here. Yeah, that should be governed throttle. No, that shouldn't be. This should be the choke. But it's not doing anything. There's that useless wire right there. I believe that little hook down there is supposed to pull this back. And that's the choke. Because when I go all the way up... Oh, no, that's not doing anything. Oh, well, it's not aligned, is it? It's not even in the right spot. I think this wire is supposed to go in that groove down there. Ouch. Like that. Just like that. There it is. And then you turn your choke on. And then I'm guessing it's supposed to return itself. Something's not right at all. I just feel like that wire is completely the wrong size. I don't know. I'll have to explore. Maybe. Yeah, that doesn't... It's not doing anything like it's supposed to. At all. Anyway, let's see if this thing runs. Alright, here we go. Okay. Good for you. Lean it forward, head down. Going as fast as you can on a mud-soaked road. Whatever, I just live here. Okay. Ignition. Don't have the key. Round 2, here we go. Parking brake. Engaged. Ignition. On. We have battery voltage. Choke lever. Doesn't do a dang thing. Manual choke is engaged. Sun's directly in my eye sockets. And go. we got a runner. Okay, bye-bye. Welcome back, folks. It's a new and grantastic day. So I'm thinking, which, yes, I know it's very dangerous. I'm thinking that I would like to pull this out of the garage and run it a little bit more and see if it clears up. Maybe the oil's overfilled. I don't know. Let's pull it out of here and have a look. Let's start with a basic. Let's check the oil again. I mean, we're like right here, which, yeah, I guess that's a little high, but we're also on a slight angle. And I also don't know if this is a touch to case, because if it's a touch to case, then we're in great shape. If it's a threaded in, then we're slightly high. I don't think that's the problem. I don't know. I never turned the fuel off, did I? And it's gone. So it's either in the sump or, I don't know. Let's put some more fuel in there. Go ahead and put the shroud back on. Ow. Apologies for how long it's taken me to get this video out. After throwing hay, I could barely get out of bed for for about actually a week and a half. I wasn't able to function normally again until I laid on my bed and I twisted myself so hard that I finally cracked my lower back. And wouldn't you know it, all of a sudden I stood up and I said, I can move again. This is nice. Yep, just one of those things. There's no real great way to throw hay. Because what happens when you fill up the back of the hay wagon, you have maybe this much distance. So you pick up a bale, and then you gotta put it up here. And you pick up a bale, and you gotta put it up here. So you're twisting, and yeah. Danny Glover had some famous words in the Lethal Weapon series. Getting too old. I think you can fill in the blank. Alrighty, fan shroud is back on, so we get adequate cooling. Like to fire it up and see if we can clear out the smoke. If it continues to smoke, then we're going to have to investigate further. Manual choke. Pretty significant. Plus we're burning off a bunch of residue, I think. Well, I mean, the smoke coming directly out of the exhaust has cleared up quite a bit. We obviously have a misfire. I'm guessing the carburetor is dirty, so we're probably going to have to service the carb. Let's put the air filter on and take a ride, huh? Then we'll call it a day, or a show. What a good runner. My friend had also mentioned that he couldn't get the PTO to work, so we'll have to check that out too. Almost forgot. Oh, it's box truck day today. Alright, get our seal. Well, gonna have to do a rain check on that ride. Everything looked hunky-dory, and then, wouldn't you know it, our little setup here didn't last. Kind of bummed about that. Where is the... Did it disintegrate? Let's pull the rubber piece off and go check it out. Also, sorry, my phone overheated. How surprising. It's been doing that lately. Oh, no, that disintegrated. This used to have a lot more of an engagement, and it's gone. Okay, so, duly noted. Turns out that air valve stems are made to use for an air application. They are not made to use for a fuel application. Well, that's disappointing. Thought I had something going there. Okay, don't try that at home, folks. Not giving up yet. This video is getting long. It's been a long time. Not ready to give up yet. Oh, look. Get out of there. Where'd you go? There you are. Yeah, there's the other. Yeah, there's the other part right there. How about that? Oh yeah, it's just crumbling apart. Yep. Okay. Valve stems are not made for gasoline. I'm thinking of a way. I know. Thinking. Dangerous again. This fits in here nice and tight. Cram this in there. It'll even be more snug. So, can we make that work? And yes, this is actual fuel line. Now the question is, how am I actually going to get that into there without shoving the whole thing into the plastic tank? Also, I was thinking, it's a possibility the engine was smoking so bad because I oiled up the gas line in 2 different spots. So it could have been just feeding it straight up raw fuel. Let's see if we can stretch this out a bit first. Yeah, it's definitely expanding. Oh, made in Mexico. Pretty typical for automotive parts. Well, I'm going to play with this for a bit. You understand what I'm trying to do. I don't want to bore you more than you already are, so I'll be back in a few. Okay, here we are again. Will it hold? I can't pull it back out, even if I wanted to. It's in there, like, it's really in there. And it is swollen up around the plastic, just like I was hoping. Ah! Yep, there you go. So you can kind of see I have a really good... Whoa, jeez, oh, where did that chain come from? Can you see? You can't see. Anyway, there's about ½ inch sticking up. So there's plenty of buffer in there. Okay, enough talking. Let's pour some gas in it and see what happens. I feel like we've done this before. It's very strange. Probably shouldn't put all that back in there. Oh look, pieces of rubber. I wonder where those came from. What the heck was that? It sounded like a quarter just fell down. I'm hearing things or I'm losing it, one or the other. So that's where our fuel went. It all leaked out after the rubber decided to disintegrate. Alright, let's take a ride. Alright folks, let's end this video on a good note. A non-leaking fuel note. Dry. Manual choke. Let's see if this thing charges. Maybe? I don't know. We'll check in a minute. 4th gear. Jeez. It's like an on-off switch. Holy turkeys. Look at all those goofballs. the exhaust is pulsing just perfectly when I'm driving it, that I can see little puffs in the grass, just like that. That or it's splattering something all over the place. No, it's the exhaust pulses. They're erratically puffing all over the place. That's funny. It's making the ground dance. Alright, let's go before I run out of battery. Again. Oh yeah, we're charging. Let's go for the big number 5. And whiplash. Easy. Easy. Check the PTO. It definitely works. Although it's shaking and a bit terrifying. Let's go before we run out of gas. Got some sweet beats going on. Well, it didn't knock when we shut it off. It's got that going for it. It's still smoking a lot. And it's still smoking. Okay. Alright folks, I think that's it. Had another bit of a hodgepodge episode. Man, it's been a long time in the recording. I can't even remember what the heck I recorded. But we got the Toro cleaned up, fired up, new air filter, and discovered a few issues we need to take care of. Hopefully the fuel tank fix holds this time. I think it will. It's in there real nice and snug. And like I said, I couldn't pull it back out even if I wanted to. We'll keep an eye on it. I think we're going to do a part 2 on this one because that front left wheel has a pretty bad rattle. I would like to inspect how the PTO works a little bit more because it's very shaky. We'll do a check of the blades. We'll see how much voltage the charging system is putting out. The carburetor is going to get serviced for sure. Hopefully that'll take care of the snap, crackle, and pop that we have going on. Rice Krispies are good, but not so much on an engine. Oh, and the headlights. Even though I filled that one with water, thankfully it's drained out on its own. If you want to see part 2, come on back. I will be here. I'm tired today. Things at work have been picking up a lot too, so I come home and I'm pre-drained before I get any chance to do any recording. So anyway, hopefully this next episode will be a lot sooner than this one was. Also, I forgot, we need to clean that up. It's got some sweet patina on it because that's the new rage these days. Actually, it's the rage of like the last year or more. Update on this guy. Got some good news. We were getting worried because his rear legs are He's getting pretty sore. We've had him on actually a horse supplement for joint care. Don't worry, we're giving him a doggy dose. The vet has approved it, and he's heard good things. We've heard good things. My Viking buddy out there suggested that, so I thought, well, yeah, why wouldn't we? Anyway, long story short, Hercules, mind your privacy. Long story short, we took him in because he was having back leg issues, and they did x-rays, and they found out that he has a little bit of dysplasia because he's 8 years old. He does have a small bone spur in one of his sockets as well. So, he's getting older. We have doggy ibuprofen that we give him, and we give him, like I said, and we give him the joint supplement too. So I figured since 99.875% of you watch this show because of that dog, that I should give you an update on his health. So have no fear, he's doing fine. We just, we were concerned, so we took him in, got him checked out. Anyway, I don't know what's going on out there, but I haven't put out a video in almost a month, and somehow 77 of you crazy people decided you wanted to subscribe to my channel. It makes me smile. So thank you to you all again. Thanks for the 1,000. I'm sure I've beat that into the ground a bit, but that's pretty cool stuff. So I'm done talking. If in the future you're looking for new and exciting adventures, come on back. I will be here. We'll do the Toro. Red Delicious tractor needs some work, and that ridiculous quad has failed on me again. Like I said, it does have compression still, so the valve train is not the issue this time. It has officially lost spark. Whatever. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next episode right here on the Tractor Fella channel. You like that little professional outro? Seriously, done. Okay, bye. Head bunt.